In this lesson, let's talk about presentation preview. So how do we launch presentation and presentation preview? Well, we're in evidence and we're going to select kind of in the middle right area, the presentation icon. This is going to open presentation preview as well as presentation. So what we're looking at right now is what judge and jury would see, presentation. I'm going to tab over and go back to my evidence area where presentation preview is, and that is what's going to show on my screen. Now we can always change this by changing your Windows settings, or we can go into preferences and change your primary or secondary monitor. Let's talk about these buttons. So if you've closed out presentation for judge and jury on accident, you can launch it again. Mirror mode. Mirror mode means that if you are working in presentation preview, it will automatically do the same exact thing over on presentation. Without mirror mode on, you have to use this present button, clear preview, and clear presentation to kind of manually do it. The benefits of having to manually do it is that you can do things kind of ahead of time here on presentation preview, and then when the attorney and the witness are ready, you can hit present. If you're on mirror mode, anything you do here in presentation preview automatically gets put on the presentation screen, so you don't kind of have that little buffer. Mirror mode is great for videos. If you're playing a video, you want to put it in mirror mode. That way, it's not going to play the audio out of your presentation preview. It's going to play the audio out of the trial presentation screen that shows to judge and jury, so you don't have like one playing at a different time than the other. So mirror mode when you're playing a video, and then get it out of mirror mode and then do the documents like you would regularly. So how do we pull up documents here on presentation preview? I'm going to clear out my screen. I'm just going to hit escape, and that clears out my presentation or presentation preview screen. How do I pull up my documents? Now my items IDs are EX001, EX002. If it was page 2, it'd be -002, -003, and so forth. I also have trial exhibit number coded in here. We can't quite see it. I have trial exhibit numbers coded in here as well as 123. If I had exhibit numbers, maybe PX123, something like that, we could also use that. So let's try EX0001. You notice in the bottom right-hand corner, that's my feedback that tells me what I'm typing in. We can turn that on or off. I like it on, and then hit enter, and that page will appear. If I have it assigned to a trial exhibit number, let's say I want to pull up trial exhibit number 5. I have it coded in as 5 in the trial exhibit column. I can type in 5, enter, and what will come up for 5 is exhibit 5, page 1. If I want to do page 2 of this, I can type in -PG2 and get to page 2. I can go page up or down. I could use my arrows. Exhibit 5 is only, it's 4 pages, so I should be able to do this no problem. I can scroll through it. I can page down, page up, use my arrows. I also have the ability for this little hovering scroller. If I hover over on the side, I can use it as a scroll. It only appears when I hover over the side. We also have a little hidden ellipse box, a control box down at the bottom of every document or video. If I hover down the bottom middle, you see this little ellipse. If you click on it, I can go through the different pages. I can move this ball to the different pages. I can rotate my pages, seek to the beginning, seek to the end for my pages. So I have lots of ways of either pulling up different pages, scrolling to different pages, page up, page down, arrows, my scroller on my mouse, the scroller on the hidden bar, or I also have this control box as well. So I have a lot of different ways of pulling up different pages in my document, depending on how I've coded it or what kind of mouse mechanism I want to use. So let's look at Exhibit 5, page 2. That's what I've pulled up. Nothing is showing over on presentation because I am not in mirror mode. If I want something to go over to presentation, I hit present, and it will push it over. So let's go back to presentation, and you'll see that that document's there. Now, what if my attorney is going to be making some highlights or some markups on this document? We want to show something. Let's say I know the next thing is going to be a highlight for right here. Now, again, I'm not in mirror mode. I'm in that push present kind of mode, on the manual mode. So I've made a highlight here on my end, but on presentation, what's showing to judge and jury, that's not what's showing to them until I hit present. then that annotation will show up. So again, depending on how you want to do this, you can do the manual mode or we can go into mirror mode. So if I hit mirror mode, like I said, anything I do, let's say I'm going to make a big circle here, automatically goes over into presentation. So I didn't have to hit that present button. Up to you how you want to do this. Now, anything I do in presentation preview is something I can do over in presentation. The only difference, or the only little slight difference, is I can also drag and drop if I'm in presentation preview. So if I don't know the alias or drag and drop just works better for me, I can open up my Documents Explorer, drag and drop a document, and it will open. It's taking a little bit longer. There we go. We have it open. If I am in my clips and I want this clip to play, I can drag and drop it over into the middle of the screen, and that clip, I just hit Alt-P or push the play button, and it will play. Same with playlists, same with if I had the Patents Explorer up, same with transcripts. We don't usually show the transcripts, but if you wanted the entire transcript to show up, you could drag and drop that as well. So with presentation, you don't have that drag and drop option. With presentation preview, you can drag and drop. Thank you so much for attending.